Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we'll be solving questions of exercise 7.2 on coordinate geometry. So let's start. Talking about question number 6. Now, before I read out the question to you or for you, it talks about the parallelogram, and as discussed earlier also that the topics which are connected with coordinate geometry, the basic topic here is the geometry itself, trigonometry, lines and equations and so on. Okay. Now it says that there are 4 vertices of a parallelogram. Let me draw a parallelogram here just for the sake of understanding. I mean, I can draw any quadrilateral, but the point to understand here is, so the vertices are A, B, C, D. What are the coordinates of A? A here is 1, 2, followed by 4, y, followed by x, 6, followed by 3, 5. And you are supposed to find out the values of x and y. Fair enough. Now we can use the slope formula here, because we know that the slope, can we say that the slope of the line AD will be equal to the slope of the line BC? Yes. At the same time, the slope of the line AB should be equal to the slope of the line CD? Yes. So using the slope formula, and then you'll be getting 2 equations. So you can say now y2 minus y1. So here it becomes 3, and 3 divided by 2 should be equal to, so now from here what do I get? I get 6 minus y is equal, divided by x minus 4. And similarly, when I am talking about the slope on this side, I'll say y minus 2 divided by 3 is equal to 6 minus 5, which is 1, divided by x minus 3. So let's say these are 2 equations. You can solve for these 2 equations and you can get the answer. Okay, now let's see how do we solve this. Have we written it correctly? Let me just check it out. Okay, y minus 2 divided by 4 minus 1, which is 3. 6 minus 5, 1, divided by x minus 3. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. There are other ways also, but let us first stick to this way only. So now what do I do? Can I say that 3x minus 12 is equal to 12 minus 2y? And from here I can say that I can find out the value of x from here. So what is the value of x from here? So from here I can say that the value of x here is 8 minus 2 by 3y. This is the first thing that you get from here. So I can substitute the value of x here, make a quadratic equation out of this, and then solve for this. So in this case, now what will I do? I'll say y minus 2 into x minus 3. Now when I'm doing x minus 3 would be 5 minus 2 by 3y is equal to 3. And then I solve for this equation. So when I'm solving for this equation, let us see what do I get from here. Okay. So for the sake of understanding, I'm writing this as 15 by 3, just for the sake of understanding. So now when I've written it like this, can I say that y minus 2 into 2y minus 15, right, is equal to minus 9? When I solve this further, I'll say this is 2y square. And then when I do 2y square, then minus 15y minus 4y makes it minus 19y. Plus 30, now plus 30 and then minus 9 from the other side makes it plus 39, which is equal to a 0. So this is the final quadratic equation that you get for y, which you can always solve with the help of, so you know that y is equal to the value of, now so this is 19 minus, and there is one more value of y that you are going to get here is 19 plus divided by 4, which is 2a. Let us find out the value of delta from here. So the value of delta is 19 square, which is 361 minus 4ac. Now when we are doing minus 4ac, we are talking about 8 into 39. How much is 8 into 39? 8 into 9 is 72. 8 into 3 is, so how much does this come down to? This is 49. So how much is square root of 49? 7. So what are the values of y that you get from here? So one is you are getting the value of y as 3, or you are getting the value of y as 26 by 4, which can be written as 13 by 2. Now in this case, the value of x, now you know what is the value of x? 8 minus 2 by 3. Now 2 by 3 of y here is 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6. Or you are getting what? 2 by 3 of, so this is what? This is just like saying 8 minus 2 by 3 of y, which is 13 by 2. So which can be written as 24 minus 13 upon 3, which is just like saying 11 by 3. Right? So looks to be an easy question initially to start with, but once you start solving it, maybe it becomes quite lengthy. Now there are two values of x and y that you are getting from here. Now the point to understand here is, you just need to check these values whether they satisfy this being a parallelogram or not. So that is something that you need to check from here. And while we are checking the values, all we need to understand here is, now in a parallelogram, I hope we are aware of the fact that the diagonals bisect each other. Now when we say that the diagonals bisect each other from both the sides, the ratio is this is 1:1 and this is 1:1. So now if I substitute the value of, x and y as 6, 3. So let's say now I'm using the first set, which is this is 3 and this is 6. So what is the point? So let's say that the diagonal, the intersection point of the diagonal here is E. So what are the coordinates of E that I'm supposed to get here? So in the first case, the coordinate, so if I see, I'll get what? 6 plus 2, 4, 6 plus 2, 8 divided by 2, which is 4, comma 6 plus 1, which is 7, 7 divided by 2. From the other side also I should get this only. Now when I say from the other side, I should get 5 plus 3, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and 4 plus 3, 7 divided by 2. So I am getting. Now in the other case, let me now substitute the second set of values here. So the second set of value here is, this is 13 by 2, and the other value here is 11 by 3. Okay. Now for the sake of better understanding, what I am doing here is, I am taking the same denominator. Now when I am taking the same denominator, what do I intend to convey? I can leave it as it is. Okay, so now the value of E here, so this was a point E in the first case, so is this acceptable value? Yes. The second value of E based on the second set of such values that I am getting from here would be, how much is 3 plus 4, which is 7, 7 divided by 2 is the value of x that you are getting. How much is 5 plus 13 by 2? So 5 plus 13 by 2 is just like saying 10 by 2 plus 13 by 2, which is 23 by 4 is what you are getting. Now from the other side also you should get the same. So you should get the same as 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 should be 4, which you are not getting. So you will discard this value, and the correct and the complete answer for this is, and we are giving you a correct and a complete answer. Why complete answer? Why to discard this value? That also has been discussed. So the correct answer here is x comma y is 6 comma 3. Talking about question number 7. Question number 7 says, find the coordinates of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is, AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is this and B is this. Okay. So there is AB, AB is the diameter of the circle. Let's say O is the center point of the circle, and this ratio is already given to you as 1:1. Find the coordinates of A whose center is given to you as 2, -3, and the coordinates of B are given to you as 1, 4. Let us take this as x1, y1. Now we know that x1 plus 1 divided by 2 should give me 2 using the section formula, and y1 plus 4 divided by 2 should give me -3. So from here when I solve this, I get the value of x1 as 3 and I get the value of y1 here as -10. So the answer that we are getting from here is 3 comma minus 10. Let's move on to question number 8. Now while talking about question number 8, it says if A and B are 2 points respectively, find the coordinates of P such that AP is 3/7 of AB. So almost a similar kind of a question. You can treat it as a word problem. As we have always been talking about in mathematics, you can basically get 3 different type of questions. One is word along with numbers. Second is pictures along with numbers. Third is words, pictures and numbers. There cannot be a fourth such problem which can be created in mathematics. So be prepared for all 3 such kind of questions which can appear in any exam format. Okay, so A is given to you as minus 2 comma 2. P, no, and they have given you that P lies on the line segment AB. So in a certain sense they are trying to tell you that A, P, B are collinear. Collinear means that angle APB will be equal to 0 degrees. This is another perspective that I am giving to you for collinearity. Okay. And it is given that AP is 3/7 of AB. AP is 3/7 of AB. So if AB is 7 units, AP becomes 3 units. In that case, PB becomes 4 units. And have they given you the coordinates of B? Yes, the coordinates of B have been given to you as 2 comma minus 4. Can I use the section formula? Yes, I can use the section formula, and let me assume that these the coordinates of the point P are x comma y. In that case, the value of x comes out to be 4 into minus 2, which is minus 8, 3 into 2, which is 6, divided by 7. So how much am I getting from here? I am getting it as minus 2 by 7. Similarly, I can get the value of y, and the y is minus 8, minus 12 divided by 7, and this comes out to be minus 20 by 7. In short, the coordinates are minus 2 by 7 and minus 20 by 7. Let's move on to the next question, which is question number 9. So find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment A and B into 4 equal parts. This is what I was telling you when I was doing the question number 2. So question number 2 merely talked about trisection. As far as my understanding goes, trisection does not mean that 3 equal parts. Trisection means 3 parts. They may or may not be equal. Similarly, when I say dissection, dissection does not mean 2 equal parts. But when you use a word like bisection, then only you can say that 2 equal parts. Please remember this. Okay, find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment A and B into 4 equal parts. So we are basically talking about 4 equal parts. So question number 9 talks about 4 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the 4 parts are equal. So we can say that the ratio here is 1:1:1:1:1. Let me write it down for you. And let's say this point is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. Right, this I can assume as x1 comma y1. Let's say C is x2 comma y2. Let's say D is x3 comma y3. Let's say E, no, not let's say, let's find out the values of A and E. So now this becomes E, because in the realm of the question, AB is divided into 4 equal parts. So the coordinates of A are minus 2 comma 2, and the coordinates of B are 2 comma 8. So can I say that AE is to EB is 1:3? Of course. And then I can use the section formula. So in that case, the value of x1 comes out to be 3 times of minus 2, which is minus 6, and 1 times of 2, which is 2, divided by 3 plus 1, which is 4. So this comes out to be minus 1. Analogously, find out the value of y1. Now when you are solving for the value of y1, it is just like saying 3 parts, 3 into 2 is 6, and 1 into 8. So 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 divided by 4 is 7 by 2. Right? So the point E is nothing but minus 1 comma 7 by 2. Similarly, can I say that AC is to CB? AC is to CB is 1:1, which is just like saying 2:2. So minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So the value of x2 comes out to be 0. Analogously, when you're finding out the value of y2, now y2 would be 2 plus 8, which is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So the coordinates of C are 0, 5. Analogously, can I say now AD is to DB is 3 is to 1? If I'm able to say this, or if I don't want to use this, I can simply use, what? Because this becomes, the calculation becomes lengthier. So I can avoid using this. Avoid here is half tick mark, and I can simply use CD is to DB is 1 is to 1, and I already have the values for this, which is just like saying 0, 5. So 0 plus 2 divided by 2. So can I say x3 comes out to be 1, and the value of y3 comes out to be 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 divided by 2. So we are left with one more question. So now let's check out the values once again. So we got the answer here as minus 1 and 7 by 2. Right? This is what the first part is, what they were asking about. Talking about the second part, we have got the value as 0, 5. We are talking about the coordinates of C as 0, 5, the coordinates of E, which are minus 1, 7 by 2, and the coordinates of D is the third part that they are talking about. We are getting the answer as 1, 13 by 2. Talking about the last question, which is question number 10. Let's see what they have to say. So question number 10 says, find the area of a rhombus if the vertices are taken in this order. So let me draw the rhombus first. So as we have been discussing in other videos also, you should know the properties of a rhombus. All the sides are equal and the diagonals intersect at right angles. Not only this, the vertex angles are bisected. So let's say if this is angle A, this will be angle A. If this angle is B, this angle would be B. In that case, this becomes 90 minus A. This becomes 90 minus A. This becomes 90 minus B. And this also becomes 90 minus A. And this becomes 90 minus B. Before you begin with the question, just to revise the properties. And the coordinates which have been given to you here are in the same order: 3, 0, 4, 5. C here is given as minus 1, 4, and D is given to you as minus 2, minus 1. What are they asking you to calculate? Let's find that out. And one more thing that you need to understand here is, can I say that the diagonals are bisecting each other? Yes. So whether it is a parallelogram or rhombus is a kind of a parallelogram only. So if the diagonals of a parallelogram are bisected, the diagonals of the remaining three here refers to a rectangle, a square and a rhombus. If you want to revise all these properties, please watch my videos on geometry. They will really help you. So now can I say this part and this part would be equal, and so the same I can say for this part. So in that case, if I have taken the point of intersection as E, can I find out the coordinates of E first? It's just like saying minus 2 plus 4, which is 2, divided by 2, which is 1, 5 minus 1, which is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2. From the other side also we should be getting the same. So 0 plus 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 3 minus 1, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is what you get. What are they asking you to calculate? Find the area of the rhombus. Okay. Now, many ways of calculating the areas of the rhombus, area of a rhombus, but I'm just taking the triangle outside. This triangle. I'm talking about the triangle ADE. And can I say that the areas of these two triangles would be equal? Let's say if the area here is A1, this will also be A1. And can I say that the areas of these two triangles would be equal? Now using the property, now what are we saying? Basically we are saying, so now once I start doing this, so if I divide it into a triangle concept, it becomes slightly lengthy. So once I know that this is the area concept, and I can simply use the formula now. Now what is the formula? The formula here is, now can I say that this area plus this area plus this area plus this area. So this is half into base into height. So half into base into height. So when I solve this, eventually you will say that the area of a rhombus is nothing but half into the product of the diagonals. When you use this property, which I have discussed, these are two congruent areas and these are two different congruent areas. So you will say that this is nothing but half into AC into dB. And now you know how to use the distance formula. So distance formula says if I have to calculate the length of AC is just like saying a 4 square plus another 4 square. Now 4 square plus 4 square is how much? 16 plus 16, which is 32. So this becomes a root 32 multiplied with dB. Now dB is just like saying 5 minus or minus 1 is 6 square, 6 square is 36. 4 minus or minus 2 is again 6, 6 square is 36. So you get it as 72. So you get the answer here as root of 72. Right. Now when I solve this, can I say this is half into 4 into root 2, because this is 16 into, and this can be written as 36 into 2, which is nothing but the root of 36 is 6 into root 2. Now root 2 into root 2 is 2, and the area should come out to be 24 square units if we have not made a mistake. So if you feel that this video helps you to get the solution completely and correctly, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. If you have already done so, click on the bell icon and select all so that you get regular updates from us. Thank you so much. Until next we meet. Goodbye.